You know, sometimes as parents we fuck up so bad, and whilst my daughter has promised me she has forgiven me for this, I am damn sure she will never forget. Last year, my daughter had an amazing opportunity to go on a school trip to New York. My daughter was doing photography and she was really excited at the opportunity. Via a series of pep talks, I was able to talk her into the fact that this was a fantastic idea and why she should continue to go, even though it was something that she didn't feel particularly comfortable with. The night before the trip, whilst nerves are kicking in, we are confident, we have set the alarm and she is ready to go. We have to be at the school at 6:30, and if we get there late then we're absolutely screwed. But we actually arrive at 6 o'clock in the morning. I've already been told very much I must not get out of the car, I must not kiss or hug her goodbye. She will open the boot, she will get her case off she will go, and I then, once she is on the coach, just have to hand her passport to the teacher. All is well, and I arrive home and I'm living my best life. But then I get a ding on my phone and the message says, "Mum, I literally can't go. You have to come and get me. I'm trying to phone her. She is rejecting my calls. I haven't got a clue what is going on." Eventually, I managed to get through to her. And she says to me, "You need to come and pick me up." She is like hyperventilating on the phone. And I'm like, "Darling, we've spoken about this. It's going to be okay." And she says, "No, you're not listening, Mum. Listen, I literally cannot go because you have given me my sister's passport."
After encouraging her daughter that this opportunity will go well for her, the feeling of sheer panic that she has messed up filled her with dread.
There is no way I would do something that stupid, surely, I thought. So I run upstairs, I open the safe, I pull out those passports, and much to my disappointment, her passport is in fact still in our house. And now her flight is leaving from Heathrow. Heathrow is about a 2-hour drive away from my house, and she is taking off in 2 hours. I am thinking we are literally... I have no idea what I'm going to do. I run downstairs, I tell my husband, "Oh my God, I've given her the wrong passport." He gives me a pep talk about the fact that maybe he should have packed those important documents because I'm incapable. But rather than telling him, I decide that there's only one thing for it. I have to try to get her this passport. So I grab my keys, I look down, I'm not wearing any shoes. I am still in my pyjamas. Do I care? No. Do I think to myself, do I have time to put my shoes on? I decide those 5 seconds could be better spent on the road.
So she did what any good mum would do, attempt to fix her mistake.
So I jump in the car, I'm frantically trying to tell Waze that I need to get to Heathrow in the quickest way possible. Now, anyone that uses Waze knows that sometimes it will take you through badlands or roads that you're not even sure are roads, just to save you 5 or 10 seconds. And so normally at that point I ignore it, but I knew in this moment every second counted. To the point where I don't even put the radio on in the car because I do not have time to lose myself in the music. This is my one opportunity, her one shot to get this passport to her. So I am driving, looking around, checking there's no police. I'm looking at my speedometer. The last thing I want to do is to get pulled over. Although the thought does cross my mind at some point, maybe if I did get pulled over for speeding, the police would take pity on me and could blue light her passport. But then I think that would be an awful waste of public resources. And so I persevere. I don't know what I did right, but the traffic gods were very much on my side. I pull up at the airport. Now, I fly a lot out of Heathrow, but my brain is not braining on this particular day, and I think I know best and I know shortcuts. There's loads of signs at Heathrow that tell you to go one way, but actually you can go a different way and it's quicker. But I did, in fact, go the wrong way. And so she has told me where she's standing and waiting, but I cannot get there without doing a whole massive loop again. So I pull into a car park. I'm not bothering going up the whirligig, and I park like an absolute pretty much sideways into a bay. I don't care if it cost me £500 to park there for 10 minutes, I'm taking it. I then look down and slightly regret the fact that I didn't in fact put any shoes on. I beep the car closed as I am running. I don't bother waiting at the lift. I am going up those stairs. People are staring at me like I'm a mad person because I'm actually wearing uncoordinated pyjamas.
But will looking like a mad woman be worth it? Will she get the passport to her daughter in time? Or will they miss this flight?
My daughter has told me where she's standing, and I'm standing there looking around and I cannot see her, but there is a massive group of people. And it's at that point she calls me and says, "Mum, I can see you." And she is in fact with that massive group of people because there are literal British Airways staff there. Security, ticket officer. They are going to need to race her through and not follow their normal process if she has any chance of getting on this flight because it has in fact already started boarding. We swap passports. She gives me the absolute look of and off she goes. I go back to the car too scared to pop into Pret to get myself a coffee because they might actually think I don't have the funds to be able to pay for it based on how I'm looking at this moment. And I go back to the car, I do that walk of sorrow, I go and pay my parking, I look at people whilst I'm manoeuvring my car when they must be thinking, what on earth is this woman doing? Why on earth would she have parked like that? And I drive myself home. I do then, during that drive home, get a text to say, I made it, Mum, thank you. And that is a time that I will never forget, and I am sure she will never forgive me. She did, in fact, have an amazing time, and she did, in fact, find her people. And she is very excited to be travelling to New York again, only this time she'll be packing her own passport.
Oh, wow. This mum really set herself up for an anxious situation, being the one who encourages her daughter to go on the trip of a lifetime, to then being the reason she may not be able to go after all. Thankfully, it all worked out in the end, and she got the passport to her daughter in the nick of time. But that was tense. The comments section were enthralled by this captivating tale, saying, "Girl, you had me on the edge of my seat." And my heart was racing this entire video. As always, thank you for watching Happiest. If you liked this video, then be sure to follow our other social pages for more fun videos like this. And of course, if you have any of your own videos that you'd like to share with us, be sure to send them in.